Radix and Ti-Nspire. So Radix, spelled like this, are these little subscripts which you see with logarithms and which you see when you deal with bases of different number systems. So let me show you how you enter log for base 10 or log for radix 10. So you type in log 4 comma 10 close parentheses, and there you have it. Another example, log 4 radix 8 is entered like this. Happens to be 2/3. Go figure. So that's how you enter radix using logarithms. And then of course they also occur when you deal with different number systems. And for that, the Ti-Nspire actually has a function in catalog where you can convert to base 2, for example, base 10 and base 16. So let's say we want to convert 17 to base 2. So it's written as 0b 10,001. That's the same as 10,001 subscript 2. This is just how the calculator displays it. Okay, how do you display 17 in base 16? 0h 11. 0h is for hexadecimal, and then 11 is 1a, which is a 16, and a 1 added to the 16 makes 17. Lastly, what do you think is 17 in base 10? Well, you should know that we use the base 10 number system here regularly. So that's just what it is. Lastly, what are radicals? Radicals are different from radix. A radical is a root. So if you have, for example, the square root of 9, you know that's 3. The square root of 10 is a little bit more than 3. If you want to know the precise value, you can just type in 10.0 or 10 point to get a decimal approximation. So the radical is a root, and the tricky part is, how do you enter a root that is not a square root, like the cube root? What you do is you can enter 4, say cube root, 4 raised to the 1/3, and that will be that simplified. Again, if you want to know the exact, decimal, you just type 4 point, and then that's the approximation. N root of 6. So that's the last way of writing it. You can use a root function. If you want, for example, the cube root of 10, you type in root 10 comma 3, and then you get here the cube root of 10, which is in calculator lingo 10 to the 1/3. And again, if you want the des approximation, type 10 point instead of 10. One last time, root, let's say we're going to take the 6th root of 20. So root 20 comma 6 and make it 20.0, and then you have an actual decimal approximation, and here it is, the radical written out in pretty print. Thanks for watching.